Hi and welcome to another tutorial for Access users. This is a tutorial using Access 2003, and if you're using a later version of Access, then hopefully you'll find something useful in here anyway to take away. What we've done so far is set up these three tables for the database. We've got customers, movies and rentals, so it's basically a little video library scenario. And what I'm going to do is add data to the database first of all before we go and create the forms. So if I open up this movies table, you'll see I've entered one film title in there so far. Now, as you know from the previous tutorial, the process of actually entering the records or the data in field by field is straightforward. You simply click in the field, enter your data, tab through and so on. And where you have these drop down options, you can simply select from the list, or if you want to, you can add an additional item yourself. What I want to do is look at how you can get data in from other sources, and in this case what I've done here, and this will be fairly typical, is we have a spreadsheet that has all the movie titles in. And so if you can imagine, maybe I'd been running the business with the spreadsheet as opposed to a database, I might have some data already available and I don't want to retype it all into my Access database. Now what I've done here, hopefully you'll notice that I've set up these columns in exactly the same format as the table. So if we just switch back to the Access database and have a quick look there, you'll see you can look yourself the titles of the column headings, and if we switch to the spreadsheet you'll see they are replicated. That's quite important when it comes to what I'm about to do. We just copy this data directly into that table because it does need to match exactly the way you set the table up. And all I need to do here is select, just going to click and drag, nice and easy, all the data. I'm ignoring, you'll notice, the column headings at this point. There is another way of getting tables into Access using import from Excel, which I'll cover later, but just for now I'm literally going to copy and paste this data in. So selected, I'm going to right click and copy, switch back to Access, and all I need to do here now, it doesn't really matter where I am in the table, I can simply go to the edit menu, click on paste append, and you will see it instantly pastes all the data in. It says you're about to paste 19 records, are you okay with that? I just say yes to that and we're done. Simple as that. So if you do have a spreadsheet with information already in it, then don't despair, you can very quickly get that into an Access database and start working in Access as opposed to Excel with the same data. So there's my movies, and the next thing I'm going to need probably some customers to rent the movies, and if I go back to that spreadsheet you will see I also have another tab or another sheet of data which has got my customers in it. And of course all I need to do here is again the same thing, just select those customers. Again, remember the replication of the column headings matches the column headings in the database table. That's very important. So you'll notice that my customer ID field is blank, and that's because, as you're aware, that Access will automatically put an ID number in for me, so I don't need that filled in at this point. So once it's selected, just right click again and copy. Go back to the database, I'll close that movies table now because we don't need that. Open my customers table up, show you how easy it is. Edit menu, paste append, and instantly it matches all the spreadsheet columns to my database fields. And it says that you're about to paste 8 records, am I okay with that? Say yes to that and we're done. So I've transferred all the data from my spreadsheet now to the database, and I can begin to work with it. So if I go into my rentals table, for example, so you'll see I've already got one record in there from 25th of October 2011, and my next record has automatically entered today's date because that's the way I set the table up. So I'm simply going to click into my movies rented, click on the drop down box, and now I have access to all that information in the movies table. So let's say someone's taking out Fight Club, and click on the drop down for customer, and you'll see it shows my customers, first name and last name, and let's say it's John Green has rented that movie. Click on that. You'll notice it only puts his first name in the table. In reality the number, the reference number is in there, but we see the customer's first name. Rental fee, let's put some random price in there. Due date well, we could set this at anything. I'm going to set it 3 days after the rental date, so it's going to be the 8th of June. And tab across. That's pretty much all I need to do there for now, and that's it. So we've entered a rented movie using our new data. So that concludes this short tutorial. I'll just show you how to get information from Excel to Access. There are other ways of importing into Access, which I'll cover in future tutorials, but just for now we have the information all ready to go, and in the next video I'm going to look at the sorting and filtering tools that you can use with the tables. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you next time.